creates echo lag. Anyway, so I was going to head out to check out Gorgrond on my copy of my shaman, but I know a lot of people have been asking questions about the garrisons. So since I was landed next to Mr. Garrison Ford, who allows you to automatically create a garrison, I figured I'd have a look around at things here, see if I can maybe answer some questions, give people some idea of what's coming with this. So this is apparently what your almost completed garrison looks like. I haven't selected any of the buildings to put up because I just sort of said, hey, build me everything. So this is what the blank slate looks like at the top tier. All I have to do is figure out where they put my goblin. So in order to create buildings, you need to talk to your architect, who is God knows where in this whole thing, so you'll have to bear with me for a minute. Things were so much simpler when I built the garrison one part at a time. So as you can see, apparently we have a little lake, fishing trainer. From what I hear, the fishing trainer is not actually optional. That's the mine over there that was closed for a very long time. I frankly don't expect my architect to be in this tower. I just wanted to know what was up here. Nothing, apparently, but that's okay. I probably should have set up some key bindings before I did this. You, on my bar. So I believe this is your alchemy area, as there is a shipment awaiting shipping.
Elune be with you.
So apparently you have an extermination mission before you can get your herb garden going. That depresses me because they're adorable, but these things happen.
Goddess watch over you.
I have decidedly little intention of actually doing any of these quests. I'm just picking them up so that I can get an idea of what's going on. Kiana Moonshadow is one of your very early garrison followers. You get her almost right off the bat. You get Urel shortly before you leave Shadowmoon Valley for Gorgrond. Not accepting that quest because I don't need Urel running off again. Shelly Hamble you pick up fairly quickly as well.
Good luck, friend.
I have no idea what the point of that is, but it's entertaining. Apparently you can pet battle inside your garrison. Forgive me if I don't sound terribly impressed. It's not exactly my favorite addition to the game. But hey, whatever. Maybe it means I can level them faster and then I can go back and do the Celestial Tournament that I never bothered to do. Enough with this stupid... Oh hey, Girthawk's back. In Nagrand, appropriately enough. Oh, there's my innkeeper. Jesus, there! Alright, so, this is your architect table. This is how you choose what will go into your garrison. And of course, they've got the little tutorial thing, but we all know how useful those are. So your garrison buildings come in 3 size categories. You have large, medium, small. Not that challenging. However, you only have a limited number of each size category that you can place in your garrison. So as you can see, you've got 2 spots for large, 2 spots for medium, and 3 spots for small. We're really hoping it doesn't go live like this, because if you take a look at the perks, your barracks, you pretty much can't do without. That's how you unlock your patrol missions, which have higher than normal follower experience and rewards. It increases your follower limit at level 2. And then at level 3, it allows a follower with the bodyguard trait to accompany you as a guardian in the zones of Draenor. Barracks, kind of non-negotiable. Dwarven Bunker doubles the chances for your quest rewards to get a rare or epic bonus upgrade. Allows the collection of armor scraps from the Orc clans of Draenor for armor transmog use, or grants a free raid bonus roll once per week. The bunker, again, is something that pretty much everyone is expecting to need. So at that point, you've just chewed up your 2 large buildings without even getting to look at the other 3. Gnomish Gearworks gives you a personal engineer to put rockets, mines, speed boosts on your mounts. Meh. Your engineer also grants you access to a jetpack at level 2, and allows the creation of a siege vehicle once per day at level 3. Fun, but not so necessary. But again, here we are sacrificing function for toys. Your Mage Tower will allow you to portal to Ashran at level 1, Talador at level 2, and Gorgrond and Nagrand at level 3. This will never allow you to access, unless they change it, of course, this will never allow you to access Stormwind or, Org on the other side, obviously. So, its usefulness is debatable, but who doesn't like not having to take flight points? The flight paths are better than they've been in the past, but they still meander a fair bit, and so waiting for 6-1 to get flight is probably still going to be a fairly painful prospect. Stables allows for the capture and training of special mounts on Draenor. Level 2 will keep you mounted while interacting with objects in outdoor Draenor zones, and level 3 will increase your mount speed in Draenor by 20%. Again, really nice perk. Kind of sounds like fun, but most people are probably not going to be able to pick it up because the barracks and the bunker are far more valuable. The people that don't raid, maybe you can do without that free raid bonus roll, but pretty much anybody who raids, you're going to get the barracks and the bunker and don't get to attach to the rest of those buildings. We're really hoping that what they do is at least give us the barracks as a baseline thing that everybody gets, but it's Blizzard, so we'll probably find out and we'll probably be disappointed. For your medium options, you have the Barn. At level 1, you can capture Clefthoof and Talbuk for rare leather. At level 2, Wolves and Boars for rare meat. And at level 3, Sabretooth and Rylak for rare and epic furs. Your lumber mill allows you to harvest timber to convert into work orders for garrison supplies. my experience thus far has been that you're probably not really going to need the lumber mill for the garrison supplies. They're fairly plentiful, at least getting started. Perhaps down the line, I will find that that's not the case, but getting from level 90 to 92, my shaman was able to rack up something like 600 while still continuing active missions. And there are plenty of places in the world that just happen to have garrison supplies. If you see a box that looks out of place, check it. It probably has supplies in it. They've sort of returned to the chests out in the open world model, only the contents of the chests are fairly consistently BOP, and if there's an item at all. And the other thing is garrison supplies, which are not tradable. So at level 2, it will allow you to use medium trees for additional timber. Then at 3, you can get even more timber from large trees. Meh. Lunar Fall Inn allows you to recruit random followers each week. At level 2, you can select traits and abilities for your daily random followers. So, in other words, if you've got a... Maybe I should have looked at the quests first, but the way the missions work is there are certain hazards to each mission, and characters have traits that can counteract those hazards. So what this would allow you to do would be then to say, all right, I have something that has swarming mobs, so I need somebody that can counteract swarming mobs. Oh look, I have a random follower. I will make them counteract swarming mobs, and I'll have a 100% chance to get my extra loot. At level 3, you have a shot at particularly lucrative treasure hunt missions. I haven't seen those yet, so I'm going to assume that they're even better than the rare missions. You have your sparring arena. Increases your out-of-combat regen to 3% of maximum health and mana per second in outdoor drawn or zones, so this is not necessarily going to be useful to raiders at level 1, because specifically your outdoor drawn or zones and raids, even outdoor raids, aside from the world bosses, your Doomwalker, Doomlord, whatever, have never counted as being outdoors, even if you can mount up. Think about the lily pad in Pandaria. It drops off of one of the rares in the valley. You could never use that in a raid, even if you were technically outside. So we can only assume that the same will apply here for the sparring arena. Level 2, it enables unlimited underwater breathing and safe fall in outdoor drawn zones. Again, something that's not going to be useful to you in raid, but might be nice farming, because then you don't have to worry about tracking down a warlock or making sure that you have water breathing pots. And who hasn't gone charging off a cliff that they shouldn't have, only to find out on the other side that no, that was a lot higher than it looked. At level 3, when below 35% life, all damage is reduced by 50% in outdoor drawn zones. So the sparring arena, it's kind of more of a you can pay less attention to yourself while you're out questing kind of thing. I feel like that one is certainly one of the weaker options. And the trading post I've heard poor reviews of from others who have beta access. Level 1 unlocks access to the Shatari Defense or Laughing Skull factions, obviously Laughing Skull being the Horde side, up to the Honored Reputation level. At level 2, it gives you Revered access, and at level 3, you get Exalted access. Also increases your rep gain in Draenor by 20%. So at level 3, it might be worthwhile, but really levels 1 and 2, from what I've heard so far, they don't seem so appealing. Hopefully, as more information is unveiled, we'll find out that no, there's probably something awesome at those reps. Not yet. And then, of course, the things that everybody was looking for from the garrison, your extra profession stuff. So, your alchemy lab, you can produce some basic things at the low level, creating these special alchemy reagents and allowing the production of alchemical items. These special alchemy reagents are things like the base crafting mat for a lot of the Draenor alchemy. I should actually see what this character's professions are, because I didn't look at that. This again is a pre-made. Yes, I do have alchemy. Fantastic. So, if we take a quick look at... Oh, that's fantastic. Alright. So, apparently they decided not to give Draenor training to the level 100 alchemists, but my Paladin Horde side that I created as a test on a leveling realm the item that you need to synthesize the alchemist stone as well as a couple of other low level things is a specially created alchemical item that requires ore and certain flour that was a pain in the ass to find. But so these kind of things are able to be synthesized at level 1. At level 2, grants a random potion every day, allows up to 3 work orders simultaneously. And at level 3, you can run up to 5 work orders at one time. The Enchanter's Study, unsurprisingly, refines raw materials into special enchanting reagents each day and allows the production of enchanted items. Also allows non-enchanters to disenchant items. This is debatably an amazing perk, because how many of us haven't wished that you could have an enchanter disenchant something from the not to be traded window? But by the same token, all of your bind on equip stuff can still be sent to your enchanter to blow up. So it's a little bit weaker than it could be, but it will still give you the opportunity to, say, shard your old raid gear if you're not an enchanter. Level 2, items disenchanted at the study generate more materials, so it'll be like bountiful bags for your personal enchanter.